Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, the Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week 1. And I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of everything. His ability to run inside, also run to the perimeter, catch the ball in the backfield. And how about his season opener against Cleveland? They didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in Week 3 on Monday Night Football with some nice runs down the stretch.
Here's Conner, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set. 230. Check. Snickers, you got to spin. Jack 16.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They're going to run. Here's Conner. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A handoff left, Elliott. Oh, good move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Prescott now on second down. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Third and long for Prescott. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, looking forward to some key matchups in Week 11 of the NFL season. How about Pittsburgh at Jacksonville? What do you see in that one?
Yeah, it's a rematch of the AFC Division Round game last year. And remember 2017 when Jacksonville announced itself as one of the better teams in the league? They beat Pittsburgh twice. Once in Pittsburgh in the regular season, then in the division game in Jacksonville, and everyone's hoping it's half as exciting as that matchup. Jaguars won at 45-42, and Jacksonville fans can only hope that playoff Blake shows up at quarterback.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st, eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First down, Prescott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, look at the juke. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Now Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
out.